ever wondered why there's people who eat whatever they want? They don't seem to do any regular exercise. They smoke and drink, some of them even take drugs, and they live a very long time and they seem to live happy. I leave my fridge open because people are very judgy about what we eat, aren't they? So people look inside my fridge and go, "Roa, you've got things in your fridge that aren't healthy." But I'm healthy, fit, strong, energetic, positive. I'm an optimist, solution finder. I love my life and I wake up every day with a stack of energy. So you can judge what I eat and say, "Oh, you don't eat the right thing." But there's always those 4 questions that I ask about food, exercise, all the things that you do to get your body into great shape, which is, do you have a stack of energy? Do you perform at your best? Do you love what you see in the mirror, the way your body feels to touch? And are you getting the results that you want from your eating and exercise program? And if the answer is yes, then surely whatever you're doing is working. Then the people that live a really long time and they supposedly are not doing the right thing, so they're not eating the right things and they drink alcohol and they don't go to the gym and they don't take supplements and nutraceuticals as they're called, and yet they still live a really long time. Have we looked at a bigger, broader picture of what makes us healthy, energetic, lean, fit and strong? Is it possible that there are people who, number one, have no guilt attached to their food and no stress attached to their food? Is it possible that if you're constantly counting calories and weighing and measuring and worried about your body fat percentage and weighing your body and counting your steps and counting your fat grams and counting your macronutrients and doing all of those things that stress you out, is it possible that stress isn't good for your body? What about guilt? I shouldn't have eaten that, it's bad for me. So you eat something, but you don't enjoy it because you think it's bad for you, and then you feel guilty afterwards. What does guilt and stress do for your body? The people that live a really long time who smoke and drink and apparently don't eat healthy food, is it possible that they don't have any guilt attached to that process? They enjoy smoking or they enjoy drinking or they enjoy eating chocolate or eating ice cream or hot chips or whatever it is that you think is bad food. They enjoy it, they don't feel guilty about it, they're not stressed about it. So there's a positive reaction inside their body rather than a negative one. Then what about the external things that the world seems to have forgotten about? We're inside all the time, so fresh air, sunshine, touching the ground, getting dirty, an immune system that works because we're putting it under pressure. If we wrap our kids up in cotton wool and don't let them touch dirty things, is it possible that their immune system doesn't get strong, so then they get sick? Is it possible that if you don't get fresh air and sunshine, then, for example, your body doesn't create vitamin D, which is a big part of your immune system and heart health and hair, skin and nails and a body that's got a stack of energy? But we lock ourselves inside artificial light, we breathe air-conditioned air. When was the last time you really spent some great time outside, fresh air, sunshine, doing stuff? Is it possible that the people that live a really long time, and there are a group, or several groups of people in the world that are measured, the people that live in the blue zones. The blue zones technically are people who live to be over 100 or more, and they're still living with great quality of life. So they're not in a hospital, they're not in a retirement village, they're just living normally, but they're over 100. And those blue zones around the world, it's really interesting to take note that they technically don't go to the gym, they don't have structured exercise programs. And I love the Italians the best. I've been to Sardinia and seen the people who live in the blue zone in Sardinia in Italy, and they do smoke cigars and they do drink wine and they do eat pizza and pasta, but their fresh air and sunshine is a normal part of their day. Definitely no stress or guilt associated with the food that they eat, and they are positive, happy people who live in the mountains. The reason I'm asking all of these questions is we live in a world now where as humans, or as the human race, we're getting fatter and sicker and weaker and more diseased and more depressed, or we are all of those things, more of those than we've ever been. But there's more information about being healthy, fit and strong. There's more diets, there's more gyms, there's more exercise programs, there's more pills, powders, potions and programs than there's ever been, but we're getting sicker and weaker and worse. So should perhaps we look at some of the things that keep people healthy and have done for a very long time? And if you talk to the 100-year-old people who are still living, they lived without gyms and they lived without social media and they lived without social media influencers telling them what to eat and how to exercise. They just live happy, healthy, positive lives, eating what they love. And as I always share, is it possible that if you are healthy, fit and strong, then you don't have to worry about your food because your endocrine system, your hormones, will be working effectively so that you only eat when you're hungry, you stop eating when you're full, you eat all the things that you love, you don't eat the things that you don't like, and your body tells you what you need. Your body, when your hormones are working effectively, will tell you to drink because you're thirsty, eat some fruit and vegetables because you need some fibre. Your body will tell you what you need if you listen carefully. But if you've screwed up your body because you're weak and sick and frail and diseased and your immune system doesn't work, then of course your hormones don't work either. So you end up eating emotionally, and you eat because you're bored, and you eat because you're angry, and you eat because I'm addicted to sugar. Well, you can't be addicted to sugar if you've got a healthy, fit, strong body, because your body only eats what it needs and then you're full. You don't need any more. Isn't that awesome? So if you want to live your life to the max, if you want to be healthy, fit and strong, if you want to be lean, perform at your best, have a stack of energy, great hair, skin and nails, and just live positively every day, is it possible that to live without guilt and without stress and to live with a positive attitude doesn't fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box? You have to make it happen. So how about live your life to the max, and instead of judging people by what they eat, I've got a great philosophy in food. Don't tell other people what to eat, because I don't want other people to tell me what to eat. And don't judge other people by what they eat, because there's plenty of people in the world who have done all supposedly the wrong things and they still live to be very old and they live very healthy and they're doing great things with their life. So how about just live your life to the max and don't worry what everybody else is doing? Ha ha.